Today, we're talking about mandatory COVID-19 vaccination for all Canadians, with some exceptions. Since the start of vaccination dating back to 1796, vaccines have shown to decrease the rate of disease, decrease hospitalizations, and overall improve the health of citizens worldwide. After almost a year of lockdowns, job loss, isolation, hospitalizations, and death from the COVID-19 pandemic, we finally have a vaccine. However, some people are still hesitant. Some of the reasons behind hesitancy or refusal include misinformation and myths from social media, perception of information being presented, and influence of pre-existing beliefs and values. Although it may seem ideal to simply educate the public and clarify misconceptions, the information and facts about the vaccine are already open to the public. Unfortunately, people don't always trust information even if it's from a trusted source. People also tend to refute information if it opposes pre-existing beliefs and values. Ultimately, the government has a moral and legal responsibility to act in support of the public good. In the case of the COVID-19 pandemic, individual freedoms were restricted in order to protect the collective good and safety. However, given that the vaccine has shown to be 95% effective, with mass vaccination, herd immunity can be achieved to help decrease the spread and protect those who cannot be vaccinated. In turn, perhaps this can help lift restrictions so that life can resume back to normal. The main barrier to implementing mandatory vaccination is the feeling of people's rights and freedoms being infringed upon. But what if legislation enabled a sense of choice, but one that doesn't put the public at risk? Terms such as penalty and consequence may pose a negative connotation. Mandatory vaccination legislation should revolve around protecting the public and enabling life to go back to normal. Using the Immunization of School Pupils Act as a basis, people can be excluded due to medical or religious reasons. People can still choose not to vaccinate. However, non-compliance with vaccination should include the following restrictions without immunization record during outbreak status: inability to visit hospitals or congregate living sites, inability to access childcare or day homes, and inability to board a plane for travel. Restrictions need to exude equity among all citizens. Moreover, the dialogue needs to focus on moral and ethical responsibility to protect others. However, with these restrictions, both personal interest and public good can be honored by minimizing risk, maximizing vaccination and herd immunity, and overall allowing life to resume back to the way it was, and by lifting restrictions caused by the pandemic initially. Bottom line, it's a win-win for everyone.